Hey everyone, and welcome to the Prop Shop. I'm Bill Duran, prop and costume maker, here to bring you guys a whole bunch of great tips and tricks and tutorials on prop and costume making. Today I've got some really great stuff on foam fabrication that I want to share with you in a little bit of a series on foam armor making tips. But before I get started, how about those new intro graphics? We got a really cool new intro thing. Blah, check it out. Look at that thing go. Yay! And I'm really happy about it. We're trying to sort of up our game here at Punished Props, make our videos even more cool looking, up the production value. That includes commissioning a friend of mine, my friend Jakface, to do the really cute little art figures of me and my wife Brittany. And you can go find Jakface over on Twitter. I'll put a link down below. She's fantastic. She's a wonderful person and a really, really great artist. She has a Patreon page you should go check out and totally support her work. All right, on with the show. We've got some foam armor making tips, like I told you, bringing them right at your face. Today, I want to tell you about a cool trick for making ridges and valleys on your foam armor. The great thing about this technique is you can add some really nice detail to your armor, and the tools and materials are really cheap and easy to use as long as you know the secret. For this particular one, I'll have all the materials and tools linked down below so you can grab them yourself. An example of where you might use this type of technique is here on my Mass Effect armor. It's a little subtle on this part here, but you can see there's sort of a raised ridge across the chest piece. If you look on the back, you can see there's a groove cut in the back there to allow that single piece of foam to accommodate that shape. How do you do it? All right, let's get started. First, of course, you want to get your foam, and you'll be cutting into the back of your piece. So if you want to have the texture side out like on the Mass Effect armor, you would cut the smooth side and vice versa. For this one, I'm going to cut into the texture so that we have a nice smooth ridge on the non-textured side. First, you want to plan out where your cut's going to be. You could do a curved line or a straight line, doesn't matter. Then you're going to carve out a V-shaped groove in the back of your foam using a really, really sharp knife. You may have to make a couple of passes there, but you definitely want to make sure you don't cut all the way through the foam. That would sort of defeat the purpose. Once you have that V-shaped groove cut, you can peel out the piece of foam that you don't need anymore, and then you're going to glue it together. Now you could use all kinds of different glues for this, but I really like hot glue because it's pretty quick and it gets the job done. In this case, I just filled that groove with a bunch of hot glue and then pressed it together. Now here's the secret. Hot glue doesn't really dry so much as cool down. So if you want it to cool really fast, you can grab yourself a can of duster, same stuff you use to clean out your computer that you buy at the office supply store, and if you hold it upside down, it'll spit out a bunch of really cold liquid that will cool your hot glue really, really fast. Definitely make sure you don't get that on your fingers though, because it is in fact super cool and you could hurt yourself a little bit, so be very careful. Once the hot glue is cooled down, then you're all done. You've got the nice raised edge on the smooth side of your foam that looks really, really clean. You can do the opposite, of course, and just cut a single line down the back of your foam and fold it the other way if you want to have it sort of indent. Again, just cut it, making sure you don't go all the way through, put a little hot glue in, and then open it up a little bit and hit it with that duster, and that will cool it down nice and quickly for you. This is where you really need the hot glue though, because it takes up a lot of space and will create a nice rigid backing for that groove. But when you're done, you can see how you could have both a raised ridge on your foam armor or a deep valley, creating all kinds of complex shapes. In fact, you can combine all of these techniques and make some really complicated, complex geometry and shapes out of your flat foam pieces. Ta-da! And now you're armed with another foam armor making technique that will help you create some really stunning cosplay. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. We've got a bunch more on foam armor making, so definitely go check those guys out for sure. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And of course, I have the Foamsmith book. If you want to learn more about foam armor making, everything from start to finish, then go grab the book. It's got a digital version and a print version. It's in my store. Go grab it now. Thanks everyone. See you all in the next foam armor making video. Bye.